Hey everyone, Dave here. It's Friday, May 31st, and I am now leaving Fairfield, Ohio for home. Yay! I did have some footage from this morning, heading from the hotel to the Hub Group warehouse, and then I'm just left the warehouse, and now I'm trying to find my way to get home, get on the freeway and all that stuff. So I've got enough fuel that I'm good. I can get out of town and hunt down some fuel in a bit. Looks like I probably have 150 miles worth. It says 165, but that's not realistic most of the time. Just a beautiful day. It is. There is a little bit of wind, which surprises me, but definitely no wind, not like it was coming down when it was just whipping so bad. Says that if I go straight through, I will be home at 4:26 p.m. That's not going to happen. It says 4 hours and 21 minutes, 298 miles. So in less than a mile, I've got to turn left, so I'm going to stay right over here. It was a pretty good time here. I don't want to say it was fun, but you know, it was very productive from a work standpoint. I didn't go get $200 steaks, unlike what I told my boss I was going to go do every night, since he made me come down here. In fairness, he did not make me come down. I said I would. But there's no way in the world that I can come here tomorrow. Did I say tomorrow? I mean next week. Alright. So I need to turn left here. This looks like a blast. I'm not real sure where the map is taking me, but we're going to do it. Okay, so I'm going to 275 east. Yeah, this is just a beautiful day. Figure I'd get some footage here, because once I get on the freeway heading towards Columbus and I get away from Kings Island and all the other places, there's not going to be a lot to see for a bit. It's like I joke and say Cleveland, farmland, Columbus, then farmland, then Cincinnati. So hey, how's everyone doing? Hope everyone's doing well. I think I learned a few things about the battery pack and the GoPro. I think the last time on the way down I lost footage because I think I was on the GoPro battery and I didn't activate the battery pack. So now that I've kind of figured that out, okay. The battery pack, I made sure I pushed the button, saw some lights come on. So I believe the battery pack is now driving the GoPro. So I shouldn't lose anything on the GoPro. Okay, school up here. The lights are on. Do what it says because everyone else will not. And that's pretty apparent here. Okay. So in about a quarter mile, I'm going to turn right. Junction 275, half a mile. I'm going 275 east. So that's 275 west in the right lane, so I'll stay right here. Yeah, I believe there's an arrow on that sign that I can't see with the Enterprise truck. I have a friend who's on her way to Gatlinburg right now. Hope she has a safe trip and has fun. Gatlinburg was cool to go see 3 years ago, 4 years ago. I don't remember when it was now when Clay and I went. Lost track of which years we did what. I'm going to say it was probably 3. I don't think we've made 4 years of motorcycle trips. But I'm not going to think about it right now. I just want to enjoy this ride, enjoy the experience, enjoy the sun, enjoy whatever. Nice Mustang. Fa la 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 la. They're slowing down because it's 25. 25. That's a challenge. That's not a suggestion. But I don't get to try it out. Kids, we're getting on the freeway, so I need to get over. Come on, dude, I'm letting you over. I came in on Monday and I don't think the traffic was all that bad, so see how it compares to today. Oh, we got a nice slow dump truck here. lane for a little bit. So there's going to be oncoming traffic, and I don't know how many lanes we're going to get. Pet wow. Yeah, this is fun. Freeways don't bother me so much, except when people are real assholes. But most of the time people are decent and they don't do stupid stuff. Most of the time. It's the ones that cross 4 lanes of traffic because, oh crap, I forgot I got to get off at that exit. Or, oh crap, I don't give a rip, I'm going to cross 4 lanes of traffic. I just hate that stuff. But for the most part, I'm not going to keep up with them anyway. I'm going to back off and just let them go. Get out of my way. Peterbilt. Alright, this guy scares me because he's got a car that he thinks he can outrun everybody. Give him a little brake light because I'm slowing down and he better too. This is what I mean, the perpetual, I need to get left, but no, I'm going to speed up now. I must be the only one that uses a GPS to figure out where I'm going. Ugh. I sure hope you are not going to change your mind. Silver Fern Senior Living. That's interesting. Ashtabula, we call that the high rise. Yep, I'm fat, dumb, and happy right here in this lane, and I'll stay right here. I'll have to get over, I believe. So I want I-71 north. So I'm in the right place. Sycamore. Yeah. Keep left. I think I am. Now I should begin the process of getting out of Cincinnati completely. Dude in the Chevy, let's go already. Right lane in, so I'm in the correct lane. Okay. Continue straight for 88 miles. I think I can do that. I'm not sure what this lane is going to do, but it's an exit only lane. Got it. So I think it's safe to say now that I'm leaving and I'm heading home. I came down, I thought I had packed everything that I needed, and I'm about to do a sales pitch here, but I managed to somehow forget to pack underwear. Embarrassing, I know. So what did I do about it? Wouldn't you know that within a few miles of my hotel, I was able to go to a Duluth Trading Company. At Duluth Trading Company, they have this really neat wicking underwear. Armachillos. I love them. I've had them for a long time. They're fantastic when I'm riding. They really are. It's going to get a little bit complicated here. Okay. So, to continue the story, I get over to Duluth Trading Company. I guess this was on Tuesday. And it's a pretty big store. I've never been to a Duluth store. So, I guess I may have been one of the few customers in there because I had two ladies who were just dying to show me around. Can I help you find something? Yeah, I need underwear. Oh, we've got all kinds over here. I got educated on Duluth underwear more than I needed to know. And the lady and I were having a great time just taking little cute shots at stuff. Like, oh, this kind of underwear will hold your junk together. Uh-huh. Will it keep me cool? No, you need this kind. Well, I don't like this kind. I want this kind. Well, okay, but why don't you try this kind? So, needless to say, I came out of there with a significant number of pair of underwear, some that I've never tried before, some styles that I don't usually wear. Giving them a try, see how it goes. And I also came out with a really nice wicking shirt. The wicking shirt is fantastic. I wore it Wednesday. Really, really light. So I like wicking clothes because it just feels so comfortable. I really do. So I ended up being A-okay for the week. But if you're trying to find wicking underwear, I highly recommend Duluth. They're not cheap. I can tell you that much. There's Fantasy Island. No, Kings Island. I think I said on the way down, never been. Looks kind of neat, but as I get older, roller coasters just aren't my thing anymore. I get sick on a tilt-a-whirl. But I'm sure it's a lot of fun. So getting back to the underwear conversation, Armachillos. They are the cat's ass, so to speak. Incredibly comfortable. They do what they say. They keep you cooler and drier, especially when you're sitting all day on a hot motorcycle seat. Makes a big difference in comfort. Big difference. You know, and this is coming from a guy that was nothing but Fruit of the Looms all the time. Imagine what happens when you branch out a little bit. You can keep your junk cool in place and everything else in between. Okay, there's the sales pitch. I'm done. So now that we're past Kings Island, I'm going to start thinking about maybe finding some place to eat. I would love to make it all the way to Der Dutchman. I don't think that that's going to happen, seeing as how I ate pretty early this morning. Wanted to get everything packed up and secured. Not sure if I'm getting a bunch of wind or if I'm getting a little turbulence from this vehicle in front of me. I can't tell which. I like to look up at the trees and I see the tops of the trees moving. I'm not seeing that. But I'm not going to dart out in front of this 18-wheeler and scare the crap out of him. Okay, I think I'm good. That says exit only, so I made a good move there. Sort of. the turbulence from the semi is interesting and fun. Warren County Fairgrounds, Lebanon, South Lebanon. I thought that there was a Lebanon near Youngstown. I don't remember. I know somewhere down here there's a West Jefferson, and we've got Jefferson in Ashtabula County, obviously. Cancel. World's that Penske truck? You going to try and fit in there? Okay. Alrighty then. That looked like fun. No, you can't ask for a better day. 77 degrees, it feels fantastic. I may open up some vents here soon. I think it's a little cooler up north, to be expected. Alright, I got a window of opportunity here. Get away from these darn trucks. I don't have any wishes to get behind this U-Haul either. Although he's cooking along pretty good. He or she. Lord knows I don't want to get behind that Penske truck again. Right shoulder closed ahead, won't affect me. Ideally, I'd like to get in front of that truck up there. But I'm going to have to cook. I saw on Facebook that actual graduation ceremonies were occurring this week. I think Edgewood and Lakeside. Well, congratulations to all those kids, adults. See what life has to offer all of you. Okay, success. Alright, let's get the cruise on. I'm going to cruise about 72. That's plenty. I don't need to go nuts. For the trip, I'm still averaging 39 miles to the gallon. I'm kind of hoping that goes up, but there's a little bit of a wind. What the actual hell? Where are you going, dude? Yeah, just beautiful. Alrighty. I think that was that SUV's way of saying, get the hell out of the way, Toyota. And I kind of get it. Little Miami, state and national scenic river. Okay. Oh crap, trucks. Fort Ancient American Indian Museum. Okay, put the cruise back on. As long as I stay back from that truck a bit, it won't be too bad. So Monday I tried to stop at Der Dutchman. They closed at 2:30 and I pulled in the parking lot about 20 after 2, so the doors were locked. Darn it. I missed it. That's okay. And like I said, but with the timing of me leaving, I'm just not sure. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I'm not sure how far away. I know it's north of Columbus, and it's closer to Columbus than it is to Cleveland, so I might have a shot at making it without getting too hungry. I don't know if you can hear the wind, but I'm getting more turbulence from the truck, so I'm going to speed up on the cruise by 1 mile an hour. No, I'm not. These trucks go to pass, It feels like it takes 2 miles to get around whatever they're passing, and it's probably not all that different from this. Well, I'll kick the cruise off until we figure out what this truck's going to end up doing. Okay, open field. I think the wind caught the truck a little. And now this guy's speeding up. You're not going the same speed you were, dude. Well, that's going to make Scenic go nuts. Said my maximum speed heading down was 77. I think I just exceeded that. Alright, let's hit resume and see what I hit. That'll help a little bit of the wind. I'm not a fan of looking through the windshield, but it really is stopping some of the wind noise and a little bit of the buffeting on the helmet. I'm not getting a lot of buffeting, I should be fair about that. Yeah, it's going to be nice to be back in Ashtabula, back at home. And I'm sure it'll be nice to see my cat. So this is what I was talking about. You leave Cincinnati on your way to Columbus, farmland, farmland, just everywhere. Alright, well, I'm going to kill this camera for a while because literally there's not going to be much to see until Columbus. So I'll bring you back on board when I get to Columbus, and at least you'll see a little bit of 270 east side heading north. See a little bit of that. So somewhere before Grove City I'll turn the camera back on, and we'll see you shortly. Well, hi again. I just got some fuel. Southern end of Grove City. I guess there's 3 exits for Grove City now, which amazes me. Alright, so we're going to go on 270 east heading north. That's not on my map, so it's going to throw Apple Maps off. But no, there wasn't a lot to look at. It was, as I suspected, there was going to be a lot of farmland. So I'll keep things moving as we go around Columbus, and then after Columbus it'll be farmland again, so I will shut things down at that point. It's about 1:30 now. I think I'm going to make it to Der Dutchman. I'm thinking we're about 80 miles. I mean, there's going to be a lot of places to pull over and eat around here. I just don't want the usual fare. I want to get something different, and at Der Dutchman I can get just about anything I want. You know, it's a nice Amish family buffet, so that's what I want. Usually has chicken, mashed potatoes, stuffing, the whole thing, and it's one of those meals that is going to make me knock out and go to sleep. But because I missed it on the way down, I'm eager to go there now. I am just amazed at how Grove City has changed. Wow. Just amazed. And probably still changing. I'm pretty sure there's nobody left that I remember from my days here in Grove City. So I think probably everyone that I remember has passed on or moved away. I can tell you this stuff was certainly not here. That's just incredible. Major construction 71 at 70. That's why I don't want to go through here and just go straight in. So that construction's pretty crazy. So I'm not interested in that. Alrighty. You know, seriously, dude, if you're gonna get over, then friggin' get over. If you got your lights on, what are you gonna do? Honest to God. Oh, I smell natural gas. A lot of it, too. just cannot get over just how much this has changed. You go some places and it doesn't change at all. Kind of like North Kingsville or Ashtabula, Conneaut. Alrighty, here we are in 270 East. I recorded on the way down, and again I think that I was just on the GoPro battery and not the battery pack. I didn't turn it on or activate it, whatever you want to call it, so missed a lot of my commentary, so I'll get to do it all over again. Isn't everybody thrilled? The 3 people that watch this. So back in the day, in the early to mid 80s, this was my stomping grounds. Grove City is where I worked at an 8-lane bowling alley on Broadway, Grove City Lanes. While I was going to DeVry Institute of Technology on Alum Creek Drive, I actually had apartments off of Refugee Road. I don't think it was exactly Reynoldsburg, but it was close. So Refugee Road runs underneath 270 East here. So I am going to have a little bit of fun in looking at some of the things that I used to be a part of. Yeah, the GPS is going nuts right now. At some point it'll realize that I'm on 270 and I'm going to stay here. It's already figured it out. Smart girl. So I don't see a whole lot of stuff from the freeway here because there's a lot of foliage and so I don't see a whole lot of the stuff that I used to see or know, but it does look like that the area on Refugee Road that I knew as Eastland Mall, it looks like the mall is completely shuttered when I go by it. I just don't see any activity there. I think the old Kroger's where I used to shop is still there. The apartments, I'm sure, are still there. I'm not even sure that DeVry is still there. The interesting thing is that I do remember that the DeVry building was next to a freeway, but I don't remember if it was 270 or if it was 71. Because a lot of this stuff crisscrosses everywhere. But judging by some of these exits and the streets and everything, I think it was near here on 270. But the thing is, I can't recognize where the school used to be. Now here's Alum Creek Drive. And if I remember right, you would get to the Alum Creek Drive exit, and then it wasn't much further past that. Or it could have been there for all I know. I don't know. It's just so bizarre that I can't figure it out. But I am on the freeway. I'm not sure what this mishmash is, but that's okay. See, I just don't see anything that's recognizable. Oh, we have a blown tire. I can smell it. So, dude, get off the road. Wow. Yep, everybody's out riding. Okay, so what do we got going on here? Because I can't see. There's nothing really holding up traffic here. I don't know why it's slow right here. So we're going to be coming close to my old stomping grounds. Since the time I was here, Columbus itself has annexed outward. The one that still blows my mind is Polaris Parkway. You know, it used to be just an overpass with a Polaris dealership. And it's expanded so much into the north that it's completely unrecognizable. And I'm not even sure if the Polaris dealership is still on Polaris Parkway. Bexley and Lancaster, 33. And I think this is where I got off to get over to Refugee Road. As we go here over the road, I think it's going to be just after there will be a bridge, and that will be Refugee Road underneath us. I don't think that this is it. No. Although, again, unrecognizable. Really. I might have to Google map it so I can look at satellite images of all this area just to see if I can recognize anything. Trike. And maybe this is the bridge. I'll know it pretty quickly, but there won't be a lot of time to see anything. This is not it. Yes, it is. That's Eastland Mall. Looks completely derelict. There's Refugee Road. Yeah. And I think those were the townhouses back there where I first moved to when I got down here. Does look familiar. But I'm still lost as to where DeVry used to be. Because it should be in this quadrant in here to my left, or used to be. But it's so overgrown with trees now. Again, I don't know. There again. So now we're leaving the southeast quadrant here and heading to the northeast, because 70 is kind of the split. 70 and 71 make a big cross in Columbus, and 270 is a big circle around it. So we're at like the 3 o'clock portion. That's a JCPenney outlet. That was there when I was here. That thing's massive. If it still functions as that, I would imagine it does, because JCPenney is still around, I believe. Main Street. They had a really interesting AMF-owned bowling alley called Main Lanes. And it was the first time that I'd ever seen synthetic lanes. You could bowl on them, but you had to listen to the spiel about why they were different from wood. And I did, and it was really, really neat. And I don't think that, the synthetic lanes haven't gone away. Wood lanes are definitely being replaced. Yeah, I'm completely lost as to where DeVry, the building, would have been. It's probably long gone. I don't think the school exists anymore. At least not in the same form. I think there's a DeVry University, but I don't know what they specialize in or anything. I used to know Columbus really, really well. Motor officer. You don't see that a lot. I suppose you would down here, but this is the other reason I like coming on 270 East. It's just less traveled. Makes it super easy to get back on track once you get to the northern end of this thing. Start heading towards Cleveland again. Why am I not surprised? A FedEx truck. I was going to say I'm not getting behind a dump truck, or that kind of a truck. That's just got bad news written all over it. Okay. This road's in pretty good shape. You know what? I'm just staying in this middle lane. Screw it. People can go around me. I've got at least 5.5 miles before I do anything, so. And I don't think that's. No, it's definitely not where I turned. It's going to be much further than 5.5 miles. Columbus was an up-and-coming city back in the 80s and 90s. I don't know if it still is. I think they've run into some hard times, but I do see there's still a lot of construction stuff going on, so... This is going to be an exit. Okay. I gotta believe this isn't staying 2 lanes. Holy smokes. Yeah, that's what I thought. 83 lanes converging. And everyone's going to go try and pick up one of their 18 lanes here. Morse Road, I think that's close to being on the north side. Okay, so far so good. Okay, 7 miles. Dang it. Another exit only lane. Kind of car that is. Interesting looking car though. I don't know if it's electric. Right lane ends, quarter mile. So stay right here, dummy. Well, had a sneeze. Ooh. Okay. That tar strip looks mighty wet. Alright, 2 miles to go, and I know I've got to try and figure out where I need to be. I'm going to Cleveland, not Cleveland Avenue. I know that. there's 2 lanes here. Boy, I've got to believe that I'm in one of the right ones, the correct ones, should say. Alright, come on, Mercedes, go. Alrighty. Well, we're off the bypass. I'm staying right here. This lane right here. And I think it might even be exit only 2 lanes, not just the one. Alright, it is 2 exit lanes, but I'm in the right one. Good grief, is it 3? Yeah, sure is. Or do I get to go straight? I get to go straight. Yay. Alright. Oh, a Top Golf. Right lane ends half a mile. Okay. Well, that was fun. Traffic was a little heavier than Monday. Still is a little heavier, and I don't know which lane to get into. Which one's going to be the least evil? And now the middle lane's moving, sort of. Still, can't ask for a better day. It is just outstanding. All right. Well, I've got 3 equal lanes, none of them moving. They're all just as busy. Decisions, decisions. I'm recording with Scenic again, so I'll have a map and a rough idea. All the fun stuff, all the stats of the trip. When I did it, coming down, I forgot to shut it off and quit recording. So it had me sitting idle for a long time. My bad. Okay, I'm beginning to not like the situation here. Middle lane and right lane are not moving. The left lane is flying. And I don't have any kind of a window of opening to get over to the left. Although I'm thankful I got past this truck. There's a truck coming up on me on the left. Yeah, I might have a good window past this oil truck. This truck in the middle lane really needs to go somewhere. Oh, thank you. He heard me. Oh, that just opened up a lot. Okay. Yep, get out of the middle lane if you're going to slow shit down. Alright, the truck got behind me. Is it going to get all the way over? Yep, sure did. Smart guy. 131, I think it's 186 or 168 where Der Dutchman is. sneeze did not help me. It's 80 miles to 76, so I know it's less than 80 miles to Der Dutchman. Really? See, that just makes me crazy. Oh, I could stop and go look at Harleys. That's what you do, is you go look at them. Okay, well, I am going to shut things down again because now we've entered farmland left and farmland right country, so there's nothing really to look at. So, nice Goldwing with a trailer. So, I will turn this back on when I think that there's something fun to look at. So, we'll talk to you then. Well, here we are again. We're on 271 and we're approaching I-480. It's 5 o'clock, 5:03 to be exact. I have 63 miles left to get to home, and I am happily cruising along. I did stop at Der Dutchman, had a wonderful dinner. Wonderful dessert too. So that was fantastic. So I figure I would bring you along for not really the whole final stretch. I mean, that's another hour, and I mean, here we are in Cleveland. It's 271, and I mean, 90 is going to be kind of boring, and nobody really wants to see Ashtabula again. I mean, that's where I go all the time. So I'll skip that portion, but I figure we can go 271 until we get to 90. See some different things here. So we're just now entering Cuyahoga County. This person in front of me wants to go 65, 66. That's driving me nuts. I mean, I can live with that, but, you know, don't screw around here. And speed limit's 60, so I'm sure if I set it for 65, I'll still get run over. But I think that's what I'm going to do. Alright. I'll open up the visor, give myself some air, and because I'm only going 65, it shouldn't be too bad with turbulence and so forth and wind noise. It's been a great trip. I mean, as I said earlier, it is absolutely gorgeous. You couldn't ask for a better day. Just gorgeous. Well, I never knew there was a thing called a Harley Diner, but apparently it exists. I had to open up my side vents a little bit. It's getting a little stuffy here, so I wanted to get some air blowing on me. Alright, so these lanes are all going to come together, it looks like. So I need to get my act together here, or it's going to get interesting. This guy wants to get over, and he's going to get run over if he doesn't get moving. So it's 15 miles to I-90. Alrighty, follow this white SUV. Those look like mini motorcycles. I don't think that they're real full-size motorcycles. They look like they might have little tractor engines on them or something. Small things. Alrighty. So I'll stay in the middle lane for a while. Look at this. It's 60. And I'm like at 68 and they're pulling away from me. God, I just don't want to get run over. Alright, exit left 2 lanes, so I'm good to go here. Alright, I'm going to stay right here. I'll leave the cruise off. Yeah, it's been great. I do see I have 57 miles left to get home. The range on the gas is telling me 73. I'm going to get on 90 and then find fuel. I don't believe it. That range-o-meter on the fuel always seems to be a little high. Matter of fact, I just went to 1 bar. I'm going to be finding fuel way before 90, just to be safe. I'm going to keep left, alright. And the right lane ends. Okay. So if I'm reading this right, I'm going to interpret this to say 46 miles to Route 45. So for the trip, it's gone up to 40.8 miles per gallon. With multiple fuel stops. The wind really has died down, so it's not a factor at all now, other than I want to get some air on me. Future home of Porsche Beechwood. Wow. Alright, so I'm on the express lane, so this was a bad move if I want to be getting off to get gas. I'm not sure how far it is to 90 now. Nine miles to 90. I think I can handle that. Okay, that pickup is coming my way. Here's Mayfield Road. Still don't know where the building is up here on Mayfield Road. Haven't looked for it. Haven't been to it. I do know there's a cycle gear on Mayfield Road. Priorities, right? So far the trip in total's been 610 miles. Obviously that's going to go up a little bit. All these buildings, I don't know if that's all part of the progressive campus or not. But they found out the hard way that people can work at home and still be very productive. And they've got all these fancy buildings. I think they've sold some of them. I just don't know which ones. Interesting story. There was a car dealership on Mayfield Road where I bought my Cadillac back in early 2001, 2002 maybe. I'm not sure. It was the STS that I had. I love that car. It developed some problems with the engine, and it was a known problem, and General Motors wouldn't acknowledge it, but there sure was a lot of chatter on the internet about it. So it was get another car or replace the engine. It was a 50-50 either way, truthfully. But I ended up replacing the car. Interestingly enough, it was with the 2005 Mustang that I have now. Not completely, now that I think about it. I think I still had the Cadillac after I got the Mustang. And then I went through a number of different, I call them beater cars, or my everyday cars. Shoot, I had that white Grand Prix. I think I got the Volkswagen Passat. That turned out to be a piece of crap. Volkswagen will not be in my driveway ever again. Then I got a little Honda Civic, which I ended up selling. And I got my first Mazda 6 off of Craigslist. It was up in Mentor. Alright, I have no idea what's going on here, but I'm following the truck. And then now I've got my current Mazda 6, and I love that car. Just love it. It's a great little car. So that is my current everyday car. And the first Mazda 6 was a little bit older, and it was kind of impressive, but I took it up for some recall work to Classic Mazda in Mentor, and they had a newer one there, newer model, newer style, and I drove it around, and I said, oh, I want this. And I remember it was February 28th, last day of the month. I remember what the sticker was on it, and then I said, well, this is how much I'd be willing to come down. And then it turned out that they came down another $1,500 just so they could move it. I couldn't say no. And I haven't regretted it. Like I said, it's been a fantastic car. It's been solid for me. I'm going to have to start putting some dollars into it, and I think it'll be worth it. I mean, you always question on an older car, is it worth it to put a bunch of dollars into it? But the car is still very sound. Probably going to need some shocks and struts. Everything else is in pretty good shape. Alright, so we're going to be joining I-90 here. This 271 is ending. And it says I have 44 miles to go with 60-mile range. I'm still not buying it. I'm not rolling the dice. If this thing runs out of fuel, I'm toast. I don't know if I can get over quick enough to get over to the Willoughby exit. I doubt it. I'm probably going to have to go to the first Mentor exit. Yeah, there's absolutely no way I'm going to get on the Willoughby exit here. Absolutely no way. So we're not even going to be coming together by then. Okay. Harley Davidson. Oh my God, that's a Honda Shadow making that racket. Wow, I never would have guessed. All right. So 65, I set it for 71 and I'm still going to get run over. Wow. Alright. That's got to get off there so I can speed up and get out of the way of traffic so I can cut across. Okay, I'm over. So I can get the next exit, get some fuel. So I'm going to cut this thing off here momentarily so I can stop and get fuel. Oh, we've got destruction going on. I mean construction. Ha 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 ha. I don't truthfully remember this, but you know, they tear up these roads all summer long. They don't kid when they say orange barrel season. I'm not sure what they're doing. It must be bridge work or siding work or something. Okay, so the next exit, 193, I'm pretty sure that's Mentor. Navigating off here to get some fuel. So glad you could join me. Hope it wasn't too boring. I'll be home in no time, and I'm gonna go enjoy the weekend. Maybe play some golf tomorrow, and Steph gets married next weekend, so I got a busy week. All right, enjoy everyone. We'll talk to you again soon.